Well, it's been called the worst drug crisis in American history, the fentanyl epidemic. The U.S. has said chemicals from China are fueling it.
But after years of distant relations, the U.S. and China have raised hopes of stemming the flow of drugs. NBC's Janice Mackey-Frayer has the story.
With the opioid crisis ravaging the U.S., the first direct cooperation in years from China, aimed at limiting the trade of substances from China's vast chemicals industry to drug cartels in Mexico, where it's synthesized to make fentanyl 50 times more powerful than heroin that's killing so many Americans. That's the framework for meetings between U.S. and Chinese officials here.
For Americans who are wondering, can it really work? What would you tell them?
I would tell them that this is an important step. We obviously have areas of disagreements with China, but there are areas of mutual cooperation.
These renewed talks follow a deal struck by President Biden and China's President Xi Jinping. The trade-off, removing a Chinese police forensics facility from a U.S. entity list, sanctions that included the National Narcotics Lab. NBC News was given rare access to the lab, where Chinese authorities say they're tracking new chemicals used by drug traffickers.
As a chemist, I know that if you put these chemicals in the control list, they will quickly shift to others.
Still, China sees the crisis as a U.S. demand problem. Yu Haibin is deputy director of China's Narcotics Control Bureau. We need to collaborate even more closely than the criminals do, he says. I understand there are doubts in the U.S. about China's sincerity. U.S.-China relations have stabilized, though on fentanyl, experts are skeptical, beyond what both sides cautiously call a good first step. Janice Mackey-Frayer, NBC News, Beijing.